Hello, and welcome back, everybody, once again to Divine Beginnings as we return with Episode 1, Season 2 of our Divine Beginnings D&D campaign.
Yeah, baby.
Say hello, everybody.
What up?
Hello.
Alrighty, well, we are missing a couple of people. A couple will be trickling in as we go through. Bailey and Christian are not going to be here for this campaign, or for this session. Christian for this the rest of this campaign, most likely.
And TJ will be here soon.
Yeah, TJ will be here shortly. But welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Cursed Dice Crew with us. The Cursed Dice Crew.
That's us.
Oh, well, to begin, we'll start with a quick recap of the events of Season 1 of Divine Beginnings. Our party found themselves gathered in the small merchant town of Atwood for their own individual reasons, when suddenly the wildlife, domestic and otherwise, started acting strangely, both within and around the town itself. Eventually, all the wildlife stampeded outside of the town, all at one direction simultaneously. The party either found themselves, of their own will, following these animals, or otherwise, as was Olthan's case, where he was dragged out by his friendly neighborhood pig, where they found a small landslide had revealed a dilapidated temple, in which they found a large bear defending what appeared to be just a closed chest. After slaying the beast, they opened that chest to discover that the bear cub of this bear was inside, and they had just slaughtered its poor mother. As they exited, there was some spirit that they spoke with by the name of Kater, who they spoke with, before heading back to town, where they went back to speak with the mayor, Mrs. Mayor, as we so lovingly call her, to basically turn in or to inform her of their findings. During this time, Elliot, Bailey's character, went to the local temple to pray, where he was accosted by several black-cloaked figures, who, right before losing consciousness, Elliot saw pour some dark red liquid onto the altar that was within the church, or within the temple, before falling unconscious. Party after that went to go see if they could find Elliot, but after some time were unable to until he, after awakening in a shallow grave, made his way back to town to reconvene with the party. Before these events, they had found a small astral elven child who they decided to name Star and adopt because she was being mistreated on the streets, and she's been adopted now.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been following the party around since then. What else? It's weird recapping an entire season instead of just one session. While the party was trying to figure out what had happened at the temple and if there was any way to cleanse the blight that seemed to be infecting the altar, they heard a loud explosion originating from the southern gate of the town. They headed there to find the town being attacked by a group of armed vagrants who were setting fire to the town and killing all the guards. Eventually, they managed to defeat all but one of these attackers, the one who appeared to be the leader, a tiefling man who opened a glowing portal behind himself and disappeared. After some help from the local bailiff, who everybody's gotten along just swimmingly with.
Everyone.
They were able to track down the base camp of these attackers, heading there to reconnoiter and figure out if they can find any more information about why these people might have attacked, what their connection was to the infiltrators who had attacked the temple, as well as if there was going to be any more attacks or if there's anybody else, any other waves of these attackers. At the camp, it appeared to be entirely empty. The party looted the camp before Ilazar found a small crystal that, after reconvening with the party, HK had a strange connection with. And upon picking up, had a small port open up in his forehead, and he inserted the crystal into his own head before collapsing to the ground unconscious. And that is where we will reconvene Season 2, Episode 1 of Divine Beginnings.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to start. Petey and Ilazar, you guys both see right before your eyes, immediately after placing this crystal into his head, HK hits the deck out cold.
Shit. I try to tap him, like on the where like the crystal went on his forehead, trying to see if anything happens.
You get no reaction.
No reaction. I just look at Ilazar, and I'm just lost in confusion.
Do an Arcana check.
On HK?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. First roll of Season 2, Episode
back.
1.
Take it
Nope, roll that shit.
Someone's got to be the first.
Embody the curse.
17.
17? Okay. So, I believe you guys had already done some checks on the crystal itself prior, and had gathered that it was not magical in nature. There was some form of energy moving around inside the crystal. And kind of inspecting HK further. Now, since this is like one of the first times you've really like inspected him while he's been unconscious, because he can't be unconscious normally, you kind of inspecting him a little bit further can tell that since Ilazar, you've never seen a automaton before. The thing that makes HK tick does not appear to be magical in nature.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. Elliot, what do you think? No, joke.
No, I'm trying to remember in my like outside is if there was somebody in the village that does research or can do.
You had not met anybody, but Ilazar, you had the first place you went in town was the Broken Wand.
The bar?
No, the Broken Sword is the inn. Broken Wand is the like Wizard's Tower. Remember that was
The
the
Wizard Tower?
That was the very beginning, like when I first introduced your character. And you, yeah, because you had a whole mechanic for being something to do with being a wizard that you like had access to.
Oh, because my background, the new
Your
Atari
background.
thingy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why the first thing you did was you were going to speak at the. You had just left the
Wizard Tower.
the Wizard Tower.
Oh, okay.
I look at Elazar and I ask, do you know anybody that can help?
With the wizard? Or were there wizards at the Wizard Tower?
It's a small town.
Don't you don't laugh. Maybe there wasn't.
It's a small town, so it's not like a booming and bustling place of arcane knowledge. But there was the head there head of the tower there
okay.
whenever you went.
Gotcha.
Who I believe I named.
PD, honestly, I think I'm gonna take him to the mayor.
The mayor.
Yeah.
And I just pick up HK and I tell Elazar.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. So you pick up HK and you start heading towards back towards Atwood.
Mhm.
Elliot and Alton in tow.
Right.
They seem oddly quiet about the situation at this moment.
Alton's
Um,
getting a little drunk, a little
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, Alton is like tuning his lute worryingly. Oh no, didn't he have
Did
a
he have a sax? I think it was
Yeah.
a
Oh,
sax.
that's right.
He did have a sax. He's
You can tune a sax?
yeah.
Probably?
Yeah,
yeah, you
I
can.
don't know
I was
about
I was doing a lute, so
Yeah.
it's not the right. But he's like
Between the
you can
spittle.
hear you can see him.
Adjusting the reed.
Yeah, he's getting his sax ready with a
Yeah.
He definitely looks worried.
Yeah. I take. Wow.
Are you okay?
Yeah, great.
Roll a d6.
For elbow damage.
You were saying?
I take back my joke. I lead us to the wizard tower.
Okay. So you guys start to head back to Atwood, and we're gonna cut over to HK and what HK is experiencing in this moment.
Alright.
So, HK,
Mm-hmm.
you are conscious. You are aware
Okay.
within. Can't tell if you're stuck within your own mind because it is you are in an entirely blank dark. All you see is darkness. You can't see anything. You have no sense of being, but you are
Okay.
in this moment. And as there's this almost suffocating darkness around you, and this is a foreign feeling to you because you don't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
You don't feel much of anything physically except for pressure and like touch, but you can feel this constriction around something you weren't entirely sure you had, it almost feels like it's a constriction around your soul. Before a couple moments go by and you feel a piercing pain go through whatever you are at this moment,
Yeah.
through your being, as suddenly there's light. And
Real boy.
you appear to have gained consciousness in what seems to be a small laboratory. Around you is different beakers and vials filled with some bubbling, some still liquids, tools that you're in your days of tinkering are fairly familiar with, strewn around the room. There seems to be a method to the madness, but you cannot interpret what madness is going on in this room. And you hear a faint as you feel a pressure like on the back of your head, and a faint, and at this point you are fully conscious, you're fully aware of your body and of your being, and you gain this sudden realization that you just can't, you have a striking realization that you have just come into existence, that you did not exist before this moment, and you don't have any memory, you don't have anything that really makes you you right this moment.
Okay.
And right after you hear this faint click, you see out of the corner of your eye, walk around in front of you, a fairly petite, short woman.
Okay.
Very smooth, light skin. Appears probably, you don't know age, but appears to be relatively on the young side, like not a wrinkle on the skin, like no crow's feet or any like peak of vitality at this point. And it kind of comes up to like mid breastplate on you, and she's still kind of, and she looks up at you, and you can see a hint of satisfaction suffuse her face as she looks up at you and says, "Oh, there you are."
What statement? Or, so no, I gotta get back into this. Query.
Malfunctioning.
Query. What is this? What am I?
Oh, an excellent start. You are already questioning existence. I've done it. I've done it. And she kind of stares at you for a moment, waiting for your next reaction.
Am I like laying on a table?
Oh,
or
you're
standing?
standing.
Oh, okay. I just sort of look around the room again, just look at all this stuff strewn about. What is this place? Query. Where is the? What is this place?
Well, this is your home. This is your birthplace. I made you here.
Happy birthday.
Query. You are my creator.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Query. For what purpose have you created me?
Oh. For what purpose? This is good, this is good. You question existence, you seek purpose. Have I finally done it? Have I created more than just another automaton? Have I created life? And like there's a strange like blush that suffuses her face now.
Okay.
This excitement that enters into her eyes.
He's like galaxy joke. How did you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Damn. Good shit.
Before we go any further, I believe
Yeah.
I'll name you. I'll give you the designation HK.
Statement. HK is my name.
It is, and it is also your purpose. To hunt, to kill.
Affirmation. I understand.
Before you can begin your true hunt, you must grow. You must be something greater. Because your true goal, my child, is to kill gods. And as she says this like excitement in her eyes becomes almost a, like you can see the, like this is an obsession that you can see in her eyes. And while you were kind of like thrown off by this, like the way she was describing you, like this was still like your creator. But like you are in this moment, you can see the like this is an obsession for her. And as she says this, she turns around, and on a desk behind her, you see a familiar item as she hands you, turns around and hands you a pistol.
All right. Query. What is this?
A beginning and an end.
Query. Will I use this to eliminate my target?
For now. You must grow before you can reach your full potential, but this will serve you.
Query. How may I grow?
Through death.
Supplication. What do you mean through death?
The reaping of life and what follows death.
Speculation. So I may grow by ending the lives of others?
Yes, some lives will be worth more to you than others. But over time, the only way to kill a god is with divinity of your own. And she kind of taps on your breastplate, on your chest,
Okay.
and says, and the true depth of my genius, the true
Yes, true.
The
depth
depth of my genes.
of my genius is locked inside of you. Just the smallest spark of divinity. And all you must do is grow it.
Statement. I shall nurture this divinity within me by ending the lives of others. Who shall be first?
And as she does so, she hands you a crystal. Looks almost the exact same as the one you had just inserted into your cranium moments ago. And inserts it into your head. And as she goes to do this, you can feel your consciousness begin to detach from this instance, this time that you're viewing, and you, for a moment, it's almost like an out-of-body experience. You're seeing third person over your own shoulder over what was just occurring. And as this happens, this woman glances over the physical body of HK and looks you in the eye as you detach, and you can feel yourself being drawn back to your body in the present, and she makes eye contact. Just, you have much more to do, and jolt back as your processors begin to,
Snap back to reality.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes.
and you find yourself slung across the shoulders of PD.
Yeah,
For you guys, about 30 minutes have gone by as you guys have been walking back to Atwood.
How are you carrying me, PD? Fireman carry? Okay. So I just, isn't it? Like over one shoulder?
No, I thought Fireman Carry was, yeah.
Over across both shoulders.
Oh, okay. What's this?
Just
Like
like
the
a
box, the UPS
Over
carry.
the shoulders.
Yeah.
like a rice bag.
So I, as I begin to power back on, I become a little more difficult to carry as I like straighten out after being slumped over your shoulder.
Yeah, it's one of the like things like people who are like knocked out. It's like, you know, they're all limp each like this. But once
Yeah.
they're rich, it's
So I
lost.
just feel him like strain back up. Oh, okay. So as soon as I feel him, I HK, are you okay?
Query. Why were you carrying me?
You fell.
Query. Bell. It seemed like I was out for a short time.
I look up to check the time.
See where the sun's at.
30 minutes.
Statement. I'm not sure what's going on with this stone that I placed in my head, but I felt drawn to it. It showed me my past, my creator. Statement. I will ponder what I saw more. In the meantime, what is our next move?
Well, at first we were headed to the. I didn't have a voice for those, did I?
Oh,
Not
sorry.
really.
At first we were gonna head towards the wizard tower, just see if they could help assist with your condition. But you're fine now, so we can abscond from that objective. I guess we could. My opinion is that we gained all we could from the bandits' hideaway. If you feel differently, we can go back. But otherwise, I was thinking we reconvene at the Broken Wand.
Broken Sword.
Broken Sword. Thank you, Elliot. Broken Sword, and just meet up with the rest of our group and see where
It's
to go.
Trent and Star.
Yeah.
What?
Trent was Christian's character.
Yeah, no. Would.
They're out there back at the
Yeah.
Broken Sword,
Oh, yeah. We'll meet up with the rest of our group.
says Elliot.
And I don't have any other steps. Oh, actually, fuck that. Let's go to the bailiff and report. Because, I mean, shit. I mean, out of character, I forgot this is like right after the battle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we need to go tell him immediately what we found.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Affirmation. I agree.
I think we should leave out the part about that stone. Because he might construe it as a way, or actually, he might perceive it as a way that you're involved with these fucks.
Affirmation. I agree with
With
that
these
as well.
chumps.
Statement. I'm not familiar with the term.
You'll get there. Just stick around with us meatbags. And you'll see that we're pretty Nova. No, it's not.
Somebody's been playing too much.
It's so good. It's so good. Anyways, I'll stop. We should go to the.
Statement. If I had meat bag ears, I would cut them off.
Watch the bailiff.
Yeah. I think you guys should do the talking.
But PD, I mean, honestly, as your friend, I think I'm impressed with the leaps and bounds you've gone through in these short days. Okay, that's fair. I support you. And we go to bailiffs, and I agree to do the talking, which out of character, it's not going to go well.
Yeah, our charisma boy is not here currently.
Yeah.
He has 20 charisma.
Yep.
Ooh.
Alton.
Alton.
My persuasion
Let's
is
hope my,
0, and I have disadvantage.
Let's hope I can intelligence my way into this.
I'm intimidating.
What is intelligence? Intelligence is.
So you guys head back
three,
to the
investigation.
continue on the way back to Atwood.
I can talk their ears off about history and religion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my strong suits.
Let's fucking go. So as a little bit of time passes, you guys.
As we go through, I forgot that I can do this, but I'm like using my pipe and I'm just making random scenes. I like to make them scenes a little bit more, like, you know. Yeah.
Okay. You do so.
I tell them about yeah. Actually, can I? As we guys were walking to the courthouse, I'm just like, yeah. So I give them like a quick little story about my village and like what happened with my mentor. God, one sec.
And you got like visuals going along.
Yeah.
with it.
Like, so with my pipe, I can make like little smoke stuffs. Arliss, my mystic master, and Okaxor, my elephant Jedi. What? Yeah. What did we say? Because there was the council, and then each one had to have a pair. We made this whole thing. It was
Okay.
it was Okaxor. Okaxor was the Jedi. Arliss was just there. I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
The other way around. I
The
thought.
mystics were the Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Anyway,
each one has the master and the apprentice.
yeah. But I give you just a quick like, oh yeah, my Arliss was You guys can tell like I'm leaving out like key traumatic details. But like ours was this Herringen, which is a rabbit folk. Caxor an elephant. And I'm showing you how I don't know where I was going with this.
I like Ilazar. I like you to roll a d20 for my past.
Mm-hmm.
As you're recounting events of your past.
Do I roll on that one table?
Remind me what all is on that, or if you want to show it to me so you don't have to say it aloud.
Hmm.
I have to find it first.
You got that ambion.
It's not very loud.
Yeah, what did you just say?
Ambience.
Ambience. I was asking if you had the ambience.
I was like, what? It's under this. You have to hold both. Yeah. That's kind of...
Yeah,
super
cocked. It's worse.
It's okay. No, it's
No, it wouldn't be on that.
Okay,
It's
just rolling.
It's not entirely related.
Alright. I rolled a 5. As long
Five.
as I'm not adding anything
As
else.
you're recounting these events, you're very purposefully skirting around the dramatic things that had happened.
Mhm.
But as these images are kind of with like very light white smoke appearing to form these images, the smoke around the edges begins to darken and blacken, almost like it's being burned. And it seems like it's being encroached on by fire. There's obviously no fire, just the smoke darkening and darkening as it begins to encircle these images that you're creating. And it begins to encroach further and further upon it as these memories are kind of encroaching on your own mind as well.
Yeah. You gotta see me like panic attack adjacent.
Query. Is that black smoke safe to inhale?
No. Where'd that? But anyways, yeah, so yeah, my mom ate my other sisters. That's why I only have the one older sister now.
Statement. The family dynamics of the different types of meat bags never cease to disgust me.
To discuss.
How vast is my knowledge of animals?
Yeah, so lizardkin, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty extensive in this like general area. It's not like you don't know all the biomes, but you're pretty solid on the it's forests that you've lived in for the
Lizards?
past few years.
No,
you
I was
know
gonna
a
say.
fair amount about
I was gonna
lizards.
say, like sharks.
Exactly.
I don't know if you would.
They do that.
I know, but I don't know if you would know what a shark was.
That's what I'm saying.
The oceans are kind of
Force.
scary and unknown to these people.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
that was
how
part
far-
of it.
Yeah, it's like the biome that you're in right now, which is
Okay.
forest. So you would know everything
Sharks.
to know about animals in the forest.
Or
Land-
sharks, man.
land
You gotta watch out for
sharks.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a thing now.
No.
They'll be like
They
King.
kill each other.
Yeah.
King?
Yeah, from Suicide Squad. Isn't that his name? King Shark?
Oh, sorry, yeah. It threw me off because King. I was like, what the fuck is King?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, King Shark. He's still.
From
King from
Congratulations.
Tekken.
Yeah, I would have.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, there's a whole dope thing with him. Anyways,
Oh.
yeah. So I just like so you know, like lizards. Yeah, like they either like the mothers like hatch the eggs and they kind of like leave them be like fend on their own before like they can come back on their own. You know, like I toughen them up. And then once they can't toughen up, they go back and they eat them. So my mom, you know, if we ever like come across my mom, it's like dynamic where like she's like, oh, I should have ate you, and I'm like, I love you too. You know. Anyways, hey, look, we're here at the.
A single tear goes down Ozar.
Yeah.
That's two cold steel like automatons.
I'm sorry for wrong people.
You just met your mother, so
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm made out of rock.
Yeah.
Different
Yeah,
circumstances.
can we set Elliot and don't tell me.
Oh,
Alton.
Yeah.
Can we say they went to the broken sword?
yeah, they went ahead.
They checked out stuff.
Can we say once he comes to the realization he was telling his sob and life story to two cold beings, the anime thing?
Yeah, the dramatic
Yeah,
lines
like, yeah.
going down.
Oh yeah.
So you guys,
Cartoony tear
as
waterfalls.
Ilazar finishes telling this lovely story about his family, you guys come
I
into
love
view
that.
of Atwood, and you can see the still smoking front gate, southern gate of Atwood,
Shit.
because they had blown it
Yeah,
off.
that was
with
like an
hinges.
hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have not been. Well, it was probably like a few hours ago, because it was a couple hour out of town to get to the camp. And you can see several of the surviving militia are scurrying around trying to repair the fortifications along the walls. You can see a couple of civilians who appear to be like woodworkers and lumberjacks, that sort of thing, quickly trying to create more partisans for the wall itself. So, a separate wood elf appears to be trying to recreate, make not a like true recreation of the previous gate, but just like a makeshift one to kind of get it up and on there in a quick time frame while they're working on an actual gate. That's what you guys see as you
by himself.
So there's probably about half a dozen.
Does it seem like he needs help or is struggling?
So there's about half a dozen of the militia who are moving around just kind of as like manual labor helping out, and then there's a few like craftsmen, probably another half dozen craftsmen who are working on different things, and then there's this one wood elf specifically working on the gate.
As we're walking up to the gate, I'm looking at all the workers. Does anybody seem like they're having a hard time picking anything up or moving anything?
You can see the wood elf is fairly frail, and they're trying to they're like squatted down with their hands under the gate, and you can tell they're trying to like lift it up and flip it over so they can work on the other side, but they're just, you know what? We'll roll.
You know what? Let's roll in this TTRPG.
Let's roll to see if
Are they like?
they're struggling.
Are they like lifting the gate up, or
They're attempting to like. They're not trying to lift it up like back into place. They're just trying to flip it over to work on the other side.
I would like to use Find Steed to summon like a. Why am I blanking on an animal with like a hard head that like
A rhino.
A ram.
I was thinking a ram.
A T-Rex.
Challenge rating would probably be a little bit too high for that.
Just for flavor, just a little thing that can like lift
little
it.
Tarrasque.
Whoa! A baby Tarrasque would be adorable.
Oh my god.
And
I challenge
And
rating of
deadly.
baby Tarrasque would be probably
It's
still
still like
I know. I know.
It's a minimum, probably like a fucking
It's
12.
probably
Yeah.
still just
God, it
you
would
guys.
one shot your party. I would just like I'd like to do like a ram and like out of smoke and just like help him flip it as PD does his thing too.
So as soon as I see him conjure this ram, I go, and then I transform into that same ram. I added it to my animal index along with the bear.
That's actually a good point. Is I'll make it and then like he adds it. That's cool.
And
the bear.
but
No, I make the bear.
You make the bear.
but the bear won't be strong enough.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I don't think so.
Bears are pretty strong.
Well, you guys can both go ahead and make athletics checks to try to assist this wood elf.
a stat block for a ram real quick.
Oh yeah, let me know what it is.
Yeah. Sorry. Fucking type. God damn. I just want D&D 5e. Man. That'll probably pull up some dumb shit. Okay, there we go.
No, it usually pulls up the whole index.
No, it's pulling up a battery. So I
Mm-hmm.
need I'm spelling it wrong.
Animal
No.
ram.
It's ram.
I'm just.
Put animal ram.
Yeah.
I found it.
Thank you.
That's athletics +3.
Oh, there we go.
Bighorn sheep. That's really funny.
Yeah, I think we're looking at this.
Yeah, that's really fucking funny.
That's a
Oh, plus
that's a
what?
16.
+3.
First dice. Six.
Aw.
That is a 6. we have a 6. and
It
a
serves
16.
Okay. So this the smoke ram is kind of ethereal and doesn't have a whole lot of oomph to it, so it isn't able to get its hooves under itself very well.
Yeah.
But PD, you were able to get your horns right up under the edge, and with a
Can we do like right here is like where my ram was lifting, and then like it like and he like charges through it and fades, and he's the one who lifts it.
yeah, and get the horns up underneath it, and you just kind of flip up, and you give it just enough momentum where this wood elf is able to push up with you and flip it over to the other side. And they seem to be a little bit nonplussed by the fact that a ram just came up and helped, because their back was to, they didn't see you turn into a ram. They just kind of seemed a little nonplussed about like this ram just came up and helped them.
And then I kind of just like, you know what?
Drag your hook.
Yeah, grab my hooks and I wring my neck.
Thanks, I guess.
That's
The
what
guys
that's
like
called.
they go to like pat you on one of the horns.
And
I appreciate the help,
and then
little guy.
I just transform back to myself.
Oh God!
Roll for heart attack.
I can help. And then I walk through the gate.
Hey, you walk away.
Keep walking.
Yeah,
Well-
I never stopped. I just kept going.
And you do? Okay. You too?
Same, yeah.
Okay. And does he try to stop us at all or anything? No?
No, they're
Is there conflict here?
there is no conflict here. They're just in shock.
In shock. Okay.
That's fair.
And we were going to the Broken Sword, right?
We're gonna go to the bailiff.
Oh yeah, it's the
Yeah.
bailiff. Yeah.
Was it just what was that place called? Was it? I don't want to say the courthouse, but I want to say the courthouse.
It was the
It was the jail that we left on.
jail.
I wasn't sure if it had like a thing.
I don't think.
Would it be the sheriff's department?
The Atwood jail.
The what? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I think I just called it the jail.
Okay, yeah. So we go to the jail.
The prison. It's not quite fancy enough to be called a prison.
They don't care enough about criminals to name it anything else.
Yep.
Prison.
God, no, I did call it something. There was a word.
It's all good. It's all good. We refer to it as a jail. There is an official term, canon, but we go to the jail.
All right, you guys head up the all too familiar jail.
Oh yeah. The old stomping ground.
Mostly
Let's get
you
in
guys.
there. What'd you say?
Mostly to you guys, it's familiar.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Yeah, we going?
Yeah.
You
Say hey,
guys.
do work. Who's still alive? Don't
you're-
count nameless guards. Like my cousin is in the infirmary. That half orc is dead or no?
The half orc is still alive.
Okay.
But as you guys enter in, there's currently no guards inside because there's also not currently any inmates.
Okay. Cool.
As you guys walk through, so you could tell it was like you kind of get the idea. The southern gate's kind of an all hands on deck sort of situation right now. So outside of the like necessary guards and like the other gates and the other parts of the town, everybody's kind of helping out at the southern gate.
Who do we see?
Are you guys heading all the way to the back to the bailiff's office?
Oh yeah, because do we have to walk past the cells?
It's like, yeah.
Oh.
It was like an L.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was 6 cells.
Yeah.
We know where the bailiff's office is by memory.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We walk in with
Okay.
with a jaunt of too much familiarity.
Mhm.
You know, just like this.
Looking at the cells like, oh, I remember I slept there.
Is there anyone?
Tally mark, you're still there.
Is there
All 2
anyone
days.
new in the cells?
No, he said they were
There
empty.
are currently no inmates.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I go, look at that, boys. This city's turning around.
I'd also like to note the only inmates previously
Yep.
were you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the joke. That's the joke.
Yeah, we head to the bailiff's
Yeah, we go to
office.
the bed. So we do that yell. L.
The yell? You guys
Shut up.
yell? Why are you yelling at the bailiff?
Because we want to announce ourselves.
Exclamation!
So you guys going up knocking, or you guys just walking on in?
No, you're just walking.
Yeah. We'll just open
Yeah.
the door and walk in.
Tell us where the bailiff is.
You guys
No.
walk in and see the bailiff kind of not quite like slumped or slouched, but he is kind of like leaned over his desk, and there's a whereas before there was like just several stacks of paper. There's no longer any stacks, but you can see like paper and maps strewn across the desk itself in a much more disheveled manner than previously that you guys had seen. And as you guys enter, the bailiff looks up at you. You're back quickly? Did you find anything?
Or you two guys.
Yeah, you could talk.
Philazar said he wanted to talk.
Yeah, I got you, boys. I got you. He takes a long drag. And give me a minute. I'm getting back on this character. It's been a while. He's a relatively good character. Like I have to.
He is good.
Like I have to get back into that. Yeah. What did he ask exactly?
He said you guys are back quickly.
Mhm.
Did you guys find out anything or find anything?
Bailiff, we followed the trail, and thanks to you, we were able to get there in a
Time.
I want to say
Suggestion.
timely manner.
Suggestion. Timely manner.
Timely manner. Thank you, HK. We were able to get in a timely manner. We found plenty. We found an abandoned camp. That was what we came to the conclusion that it was with these let's call them the raiders, the ones who attacked our southern gate. Excuse me. Fuck. One second, bailiff.
Long day.
We got to the abandoned camp. We found various items, various things, and evidence that they were there. And this is most likely where they came from, as you suggested. We didn't find the leader, unfortunately, that tiefling, presumably warlock. I don't think we uncovered any sign as to where they came from, their orders, where their next moves were. I don't have much to tell you, except for the location of the camp. But
Well, if I can free anybody up, I could probably send some men to investigate as well, but I doubt they'd find much more than you did. They didn't have any orders there, anything. Scrolls.
what were the scrolls?
There were 3 scrolls that were written in common,
I wrote them down somewhere.
appeared to be in code.
Yeah.
That you weren't able to decipher what they said, but
All
you did
3?
find that. Yeah.
I like flash him like a all 3 of the maps, and I like a quick little glance of these are scrolls that we found. They were in common, but at first we thought they were gibberish, but it's clearly a code. It's an older code, Skipper.
So.
Nice. And we couldn't decipher it. What are your thoughts, HK? Should we leave them with the bailiff to see if he and his men can decipher them? Should we keep them for further study?
Well, do you mind if I...
Please, yeah. I give them to him as I ask HK this.
Statement. I do not have. I do not have the means.
What's so funny
to-
over there, bailiff? We didn't see a joke over.
That's a nat 20.
Isn't that
We'll
20?
play it again.
It's like a gong.
Yeah. Nice.
Um.
Can you play us in that one? Okay.
No, that's
I had to try.
Roll it.
You roll it.
Wasted it.
Fuck!
Listen,
Bad
that's why-
It was an 18 on the curse dice, which is practically a nat 20.
Yeah.
Might as well be.
Statement. I do not have the means to decipher this code. I think we should leave it with the bailiff.
I concur. And please, bailiff, take as much time as you need. You know who's quite the intelligent mind who could really get a knack on this and just go to town on it, as they say. My cousin. How are they doing, by the way? That's what we call a segue.
Thank you, Lazar. I appreciate you explaining to me what a
Sorry,
segue is.
it's been a hard day.
Your cousin is resting in the infirmary. Their condition has improved, but they're not quite out of the woods yet. Because remind me, out of character, y'all didn't heal him, did you?
I did some.
You guys stabilized him.
I stabilized him, but I
Right.
rolled like a nat 20 or something.
Yeah,
nuts.
so he's stabilized.
He's stabilized.
Yeah. Okay,
And I have no healing spells. As
Yeah.
far as.
you guys have one healer.
I can heal myself. Second wind. Yeah.
You're a fighter!
Yep.
God!
Fighter,
I forgot.
gunslinger.
Wizard, sorry, real quick. Wizard, fighter. Don't tell me. Druid.
Yes.
Alton is a bard.
Uh-huh.
Elliot is a ranger.
He's a fighter.
He's a fighter?
Yeah, we have 2 fighters.
He's a woodsy fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
He's branching out, if you
Nice.
That deserves the nat one. So.
Fuck you.
You almost did it.
We're trying to get you. We're trying to
It would
get
have
you
been
here.
funny. It would have been funny, but Not for the very. If we had it,
Once
we had
once
heard it
he's
already.
once he's in better condition, Bailiff, I would highly suggest taking it to him because, like I said, he could definitely get an insight to this that we couldn't.
Well, I myself do recognize the origins of this code that this is written, and I'm not able to decipher it myself, but this does appear to be a Lusu code. Lusu. It's one of the
Lusu?
other nations who are at war with Lunaria.
That's a, is that Lusu?
LLUSU.
Okay.
It's Lunaria, Zikoria, Lusu, and Amzar are the nations.
He said they're what?
It's a Lusu code.
Spell it again?
LLUSU.
Like llama, but Usu.
This is gonna be another David situation. You can go fuck yourself. And you can go fuck yourself.
What did I do?
Yes, Lusu code. For my automatons here, can you explain it to them?
It would appear that the ones that attacked Atwood are connected to the armies and the forces of Lusu. So they might have been attempting to sneak behind enemy lines covertly to disrupt behind the main battle lines.
Yeah, that's so strategic of you. I commend you. Wholeheartedly.
I'm not a man of war.
What country are we in?
Lunaria.
What is our like Lusu is their thing? Are we Lunaria? They're Lusu. Is that right?
Query. I am unfamiliar with the wars between nations in this time. Does Lunaria have any allies?
Ally would be too strong of a word to describe the Amzarians. But they are not against us, at least. They are trade partners, separated by the Great Lake. As they are not able to provide aid, even if they were so inclined. But we are immediately bordered by Zikoria and Lusu, who we have been at war with for centuries.
Query. What would the Lusu want to do with a small trade town like this?
That's the main question. Attacking Atwood would not make much of a difference on the war as a whole. They are currently stymied by the mountain forts at the border, which is why they have not progressed any further into Lunaria. I keep on drawing my attention back to what they did to the temple.
Query. The various nations of the world each tend to worship different gods, correct?
That would be correct.
And they performed whatever act they did within the temple here in Atwood that seemed to have disrupted the connection with the gods.
What connection there is. Faith has not exactly been at a premium for many as of late.
Statement. Nor has it been for me, ever.
Noted.
However, if a crusade is what needs to happen, I will gladly give my weapons, as long as I have the opportunity to kill.
I will keep your inclinations in mind. However, as I said, I'm not able to decipher this code myself. I just recognized it from my time in the capital.
Well, I'm blanking right on the name of the allied nation.
Lucy. Oh, wait,
Amzar.
Amazar.
As I'm listening to like this whole conversation, I say maybe someone in Zar can read.
I don't think we would need to go that far. There are code breakers in the closest city of Erhard that should be able to decipher this code.
Or Ilazar Wizard Tower for code
Of the maps?
to
Yeah,
decipher the scrolls.
Yeah, we could take them there too. Or the bailiff could work with them to decipher that, so he could take them there while we go do our stuff. Yes.
The bailiff, as you mentioned, the wizard tower. Don't even bother. Erin's too caught up in her own research to worry about the matters of the town itself and the war effort. She'll be no help.
Query. How far away is this Earhart?
By horseback?
What about pigback?
Pigback would be about 4 days. Horseback would be 3. If you were to take the river, you could get there in about a day and a half. Unfortunately, all of our current vessels are at work bringing supplies back to Atwood to reinforce the walls, as we have no idea if there will be another attack.
I turn to Ilzar and PD and go. Contemplative. Perhaps we could venture to Earhart and see if these people that the bailiff mentioned could decipher these codes.
I think that's a grand idea. HK.
Only option.
Yeah, I mean, honestly. I mean, it is a great idea. Kudos. But also, yes, it's also our only choice. Unless for whatever reason we would want to just stay here and keep watch for X amount of time to make sure that they didn't attack the gates again. But I mean, I think the better option would be to take the initiative and try to commune with them at the capital to try to get behind the whole mess versus trying to just stalwart it. So yes.
Addendum. Additionally, we would it means to add something onto what was previously said.
Is that a character?
Yeah, addendum. That's how I'm starting my.
No, but was your explanation of that word
No,
a
no.
character? I knew what it meant. I was just joking because it was like
Oh, I
dum
thought you
dum
were
dum
asking.
dum.
I think Ilazar would know what an addendum is. He's a wizard and very smart.
Hey, it was Anthony also knows it. I was just making a joke. Dum 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 dum.
Addendum. We would, of course, do this with the promise of gold in mind, and I turn to the bailiff as I say this.
He pulls out a quill and a piece of parchment and begins to write something out while looking at UHK. He grabs an envelope and whacks and seals it with his crest.
Can I stop him before he whacks and seals it?
Sure.
What'd you write there?
A letter.
Can I read it?
No.
It's bad. Okay.
Statement. It is just paper. It cannot hurt that bad.
Yeah. Only Karen should know that. Go ahead. Sorry.
Take this to Kiera.
Here. What should I call this? Just a letter?
Bailiff's letter.
Okay.
She is part of the espionage division in Earhart, and we'll be able to put you in touch with some of their code breakers. Upon completion of this task, actually, one of the things I meant to ask all of you guys before the session is, how much gold do you guys have? What's your max health?
So I have
AC.
Level 3.
Yes.
level
Okay.
3. I have 20 silver pieces. I have 29 max HP and 18 AC.
I have 50 gold, 35 hit points, and 18 AC.
What were you asking for? AC, health, and what?
Gold.
29 health. You can write this down.
I just need it for right now. I don't need to leave.
Oh, 29 health, 17 AC. I don't know why I have 18 written up. 18 if I bonus action one of my mystic things. So 17. 29 health, 17 AC, and 43 gold. I don't know what you also.
And upon completion of this task, you'll be rewarded with 100 gold.
Statement. These are acceptable terms.
Just confirming, bailiff, to deliver the note.
And to begin the task of deciphering.
Deciphering the scrolls with the capital.
Is it-
With the Espionage Division. With Kiera.
Kira.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yes.
You don't need these for reference, sir?
The scrolls?
Scrolls?
I have no ability to decipher them.
Oh,
I don't know the... What's the word?
understood. Understood, bailiff.
Decipher.
We'll take them. And I grab them again.
It's back to you.
I take the letter and just put it in the pouch.
Yeah, and I put it back in my apothecary bag.
And then we exit the
Yeah, I guess
whole
so.
jail.
Yeah.
We shall return with the scrolls,
Or we'll send it.
either or. We shall give you note of our success once these scrolls are translated.
Please do. I will be here dealing with this bullshit.
All right, and we go ahead and exit then.
Yeah.
Statement. I suppose now suggestion. I suppose now we should head back to the Broken Sword and meet up with Elliot and Alton.
The star.
Ah, yes. Them as well. All right, so we'll start making our way there.
Gotcha. So you guys head back to the Broken Sword. Make them my way.
Damn it! You just ruined the counter.
I saw you make the count.
We had a whole thing. No, we had a whole thing.
What?
We had a whole counter since the beginning of streaming, where it was like the amount of times we said making our way towards X thing, and the amount of times none of us,
No,
especially Mitchell, didn't say making our way because critical
we
role.
did it so often. What do you
No, exactly.
No,
No,
we did it a lot.
did what?
The make them my way.
I have a whole thing. I have a whole thing of the stream before streaming 100%. streaming, the amount of restraint was impressive. Is why I made the counter. It was just impressive, and you broke it.
Darn.
Yeah, broken sword.
So you guys head back to the Broken Sword. Entering inside, you guys see Elliot, Star, and Alton appear to be playing a game of cards.
Interesting.
You don't see Trent?
Damn. Playing a
Let's
game
see.
of cards
Mhm.
by themselves.
Just 3 of them, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh shit, they're like that. We walk in, and it's like, what you got there, boy?
Star's card sharking him.
Yeah, exact, dude. That would be cream as fuck.
All right. I think I will take a seat at the table with them, and as they're playing, I want to try and make some more ammo in our downtime.
How does it? For myself and for viewers, how does that work?
Pretty sure I just make a tinker's check, and then based on how
okay.
good it is, I make a certain amount of ammo.
Cool. I'll sit behind Star, or I'll stand behind Star, like leaning on her chair. What you doing there?
So as you like stand behind Star, her cards are facing the wrong way. Right. Look at the back of them. Neither Alton or Elliot appear to have said anything to her.
Okay.
I'm playing cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have?
I have a blue one and another blue one. See?
That's great, sweetie. Do you see how Alton and Elliot are holding their cards?
Yeah, there's a blue too.
Exactly. You can see their blue. You should probably turn it so they can see your blue, so that way they know you have blue.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't tell me that. Like, goes under the table
Because they're idiots.
and like you see her like
Under the
back
table,
and forth.
she already has like.
No, she has her like hand of cards and
Oh.
like mixing them up, looking back at them, and then she's like, they're facing the right way around this time.
See, this is how you should have them. Every time you play any game that uses any cards.
Really? I've
Yeah.
never played cards before.
Yeah, no, me neither. That was just something that I like came to the assumption of as I walk in. Yeah.
And as you say this, Elliot looks over at Star and is like, "Got any threes?" Star's like, "How'd you know?"
That's adorable.
Got his hands in the card.
Go fish.
As they're all playing, I go to the bartender and I ask for 2 strawberry milkshakes.
Ah, they sit down.
Okay, Charles.
Never said they were for me.
Milkshakes are canon in every campaign.
The Dwarven barkeep sets down 2 mugs of frothy strawberry milkshake onto the bar top. 1 gold.
Okay. I just reach into whatever
Not a lot of cows.
pocket and
What?
Not a lot of cows.
I don't know how much money is, and I leave 10 gold and I walk away.
Can I grab 9 gold?
You're not at the bar. You're over
Fuck.
across the room.
And
Thanks for the tip.
I take the 2 milkshakes and I put one in front of Star, one in front of Elliot.
Star.
I try to sit on the chair and I break it.
Star puts her cards on the table face up and goes to the milkshake.
God damn it.
More important in business, boys.
Yeah.
Star, do you know what this is?
More?
What?
More? She's saying this while drinking.
Oh. I give up. Oh.
Alright,
I
you
can't
gotta roll for my ammo.
Yeah, go ahead.
do that. Do that.
Okay, so the way I have it written down in my inventory is I have enough metal for 20 rounds at the moment. Let me try and make, like...
Max.
What?
Max.
I mean, I don't want to take forever. It takes time
Isn't
to
it
make
like-
the ammo. Yeah, I'll just try to make 5 blunderbuss bullets.
Go ahead.
And we came up with a mechanic, but I forget what it is. But it's also roll to make herbs.
Is that it, Sean?
It is a natural one.
Whoa! Didn't that fall off?
No,
Nope.
it didn't.
Nope, it stopped right
Hooray!
Hooray! Nice. So I just I pound this like metal that I use to
Okay.
make bullets into dust.
Fuck you doing?
Uh,
Blow
statement.
us all up?
Statement. Apologies. I was meaning to make some ammunition. Seems I don't know my own strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Don't
ahead.
blow us all up. Go into your room to make that.
Go ahead and mark that you have enough metal for 15 rounds now.
I don't remember what the mechanic was. I know we came with the whole thing, but I don't. Do you remember what it was for like
For your
substances? So we came up with a thing.
You're gonna. It was like research on them.
No, to make it
I don't
with my
understand,
herbalism kit.
but go ahead and roll.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
19 on the
Nice.
die. What am I ratting? What do we at?
Herbalism would probably be nature.
Proficiency?
plus
So intelligence.
proficiency.
Yeah.
I don't remember how. I don't use kits much in D&D. How does it work? Is each add proficiency? Is you're proficient with
Yeah.
that tool set?
Yeah.
So there would be. It's the same as any other skill. There's a like ability score that
Mhm.
goes along with it, and
With
then
like a
if you're
thieves
proficient,
tools and X.
yeah, thieves tools proficiency.
So I have an herbalism proficiency that
It's
it's
like
not associated with the skill.
intelligence.
It's its own thing. So it's just proficiency.
So no, it'd be intelligence, and if you're proficient with the herbalism, because you can have an herbalism kit and not be proficient with it,
Right.
so you would just add your intelligence on
Right.
the roll.
But I am
But
proficient.
you are proficient, so you add your intelligence and your proficiency.
Oh, okay. Cool. So that's gonna be 25.
Remind me what current strands of narcotics you have.
We have base, which I have a name for. It's just Elazar's.
Tabaxi tobacco.
No, that's separate.
That's the special
That's separate. That's
Wacky
a
tabaxi
special one. But that's still, it's just another base. But we have base, which is Elazar's.
Oh shit.
TJ says he won't be able to make it. Unfortunate.
I don't have anything that rhymes with Elazar's. So it's just Elazar's. We're just gonna call it base for now. And
terrific tobacco.
what?
Yeah.
Terrific tobacco.
Terrific tobacco. Elazar's terrific tobacco, and then we have Elazar's wacky tobacco.
Okay. You are
I'm
able
just making more
to.
of that.
Yeah, you put together. This is probably some of the best stuff you've ever made.
Wow.
God damn. Okay.
This will really soothe the nerves.
To confirm me, it's not a psychedelic.
This one is
It's
not
just-
correct. It is
Okay.
just to take the edge off, if
Yes.
you will.
Oh, boys.
Statement. I suppose we can plan for our journey to Query. What was the name of the city again? Earhart?
Sure.
Aerhart,
Oh, I understand.
named after. Or sorry, no, not T. D.
Oh, okay, I did have it. Nice.
Named after. I think Ilazar would be the only one who would actually know this, since you guys are both Warforged, who didn't really come from civilization. It's named after the god of war in Lunaria.
I would know that.
Yeah, because you're from Lunaria. Because you worship the goddess of the moon, but you know of the other gods of y'all's pantheon.
Oh, yeah, everyone else in our fucking group that is currently here is fucking atheist. Practically.
They're not atheists. They know they exist. They just don't worship them.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, agnostic.
Yeah. Suggestion. Perhaps we could rent ourselves some horses in order to transport me and PD, as traveling by foot is not our fastest means of transportation.
I agree.
Well, I can transform to a horse.
And I can also make a horse.
Statement. Yes, of course. In that case,
Actually, yeah.
that should save us quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
Query.
Yeah.
Would your smoke horse be able to hold me up?
You can ride on him, I'll ride on my smoke horse.
Query. Will you
Alton.
be able to hold me up?
Alton should be on the smoke horse. 'Cause he's the-
Out of character, I don't know. Are we bringing them? I don't know how we're working it out.
Yeah,
he'll
he's
be
gonna
the-
be-
Story-wise.
He's
They
gonna
will
have
be
to.
there
And Elliot?
existing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
I'm thinking since Alton is the lightest,
Yeah, yeah.
it's a smoke horse.
Well, yeah, but it still has like the stats
stats
of a
of
horse. It is a horse made out of
Oh,
smoke.
I don't know. Your ram didn't. That's what I'm thinking as my SPD.
Yep. 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 I go. Don't worry. Don't worry, PD. My horse. Yeah, my horse will carry myself and Alton. If you want to carry HK and Elliot. What are we gonna do? Hold on. Before we're jumping the gun here, boys. Well, before we go to the capital, what are we doing with Star?
Earhart's not the capital; it's just a larger city.
Oh, okay.
It's like Star. It's like some large city.
Larger.
What are we doing with Star as we go to this large city?
Speculation.
Was Christian's character
Trenton.
Trenton.
No,
he's
he's
not
not
there. Yeah. I was gonna say we could do
He's
with
not
him.
there.
You guys don't see him anywhere in the room.
What was the last place we left him? Was
He
it
left
in
him
the
here.
Oh, sorry.
So he dipped at some point.
Hey, bartender, or innkeeper?
You see the bartender that PD went
Where's
to.
that Goliath we left here?
Shortly after the kerfuffle at the South Gate, he paid for his room and left.
Did you say where he was going?
Said he had something.
No, he left it vague to
Said
make
he
it
had
open for
something.
story reasons.
Said he had something come up with his clan.
Damn. Yeah. So, what was your question about Trenton, anyways? Okay.
Well, I was gonna
Leave it with him.
suggest to leave Star.
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
Hmm.
We have no choice but to bring her with us, boys. What were you gonna say?
Statement. I was going to suggest the same thing.
Nice. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I say we bring her with us and train her in our various ways. You know
We need one more.
why? She's a child.
Statement. I believe you could carry her.
Then I'm carrying 3 people.
Alton and I'll carry Alton and her, and that'll be equivalent of one person. And then me. You carry him and Elliot.
Oh yeah. You and 2 small people, and then just you 2 bigger people.
That's what I was.
What's the strength stat of the horse that you can turn into?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if a normal ass horse
That's what I'm.
could
I'm,
carry HK.
I'm
Does he
400
have
pounds.
any customization to like what he turns into?
He
Because
turns
he's a
into
rock,
horse.
just for like looks.
Strength.
For flavor, he looks like a
16
rock.
plus 3.
Riding horse.
Yeah,
With
it
a
would
strength
be.
of 16.
Yeah, it would be a struggle to carry somebody as heavy as HK for extent. You could do it, but for extended periods of time, like traveling for 3 days,
It's 3 days away.
3 days by horse,
Okay.
4 days by pig,
Right.
day and a half by boat.
Yeah,
But
you
he-
may just
he
need to
said-
turn into a particularly large horse for me.
There's no particular horse. There's only a riding horse.
Oh, yeah.
Any other horse would be like something different. Yeah, there's a draft horse, which is a monster. 16 strength still. Oh,
Suggestion.
18th strength.
What's the challenge rating of the draft horse?
What's a draft?
The bigger
It's a
horse.
larger horse.
See,
It's 1/4.
so perfect.
I think you could.
Yeah.
I think so.
What's the what are we debating? What's the strength of it?
18.
Oh, nice. The draft horse could probably do it,
Yeah. The big
and then
one.
I'll see it, and then I'll make a draft horse.
Yeah.
Not that we need the extra strength for my
But why not?
Well,
carrying capacity, but
Then I can carry HK and
Star.
Alton.
Free Alton.
Elliot. And I'm taking
Elliot, yes.
and I'm taking
you're
myself,
taking
Alton, and Star.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay then.
Statement. So we have our plan.
We do have our plan.
What time of day is it right about now?
You guys left. You guys did. I watched back the previous stream. You guys did do a long rest before you went to the camp. So,
Okay.
We doubled up.
So you guys had left the next morning to go to camp. So it's about midday right now.
Okay.
Query. Shall we start our journey now, or prepare for the day and head out tomorrow? I could use some more supplies before we get going.
I would like to use the short rest to recover my animal transformation.
I could take a short rest for sure. Minimum an hour. Let's spend that time minimum gathering shit.
Since I don't, actually rest. Yeah.
Yes, we could do some more. We'll just do some more prep.
Yeah.
I would like, once again, to try and make 5 rounds of ammunition
Go ahead.
with a different die. You've got to be fucking
it again?
kidding me. It is a natural one
You're
again.
fucking kidding me.
Dude, throw that
Throw it away.
It was a different one.
Those were different. There was this one the first time, this one the second time.
Do not use them
Holy
again.
shit.
I would like to. Well, that's what I was doing. I was working on a strand, with chill touch. So that way, it's not like chill touch, like death, but it's like it's a minty, like
It's like a menthol.
It's a what?
Like menthols, like the mint candy.
Oh,
Or like a menthol cigarette.
okay. That's what threw me off. I was like, we're talking. Okay, if they're talking about tobacco,
Archie.
and I was like, it's not like a menthol. I would like to make it like a menthol. What?
I realize that now.
Yeah, I would like to make it like a menthol, whatever the hell you just said.
Okay.
Yeah, I work on that.
This will be
That's
some
it.
research. So
I did
Using
mark
the
off.
other dice.
I did mark off the 5.
Make it-
5
make
metal
it
again.
10.
No.
he used 5. I won't punish him anymore than that one's already due.
God, I roll so bad as HK, man. I need new dice for him.
What? Signed by new dice.
Yeah.
When was the last time you bought dice?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead
Tell you to
and
buy new
make
dice.
a...
You made a new dice.
Yeah.
That was a hot minute ago.
I guess it's still just be an herbalism.
Okay, so I will add up.
Trying to think.
Is this the...
6.
Have you already started this process, or is this the first time you're research?
I think we talked about it.
Yeah, but you haven't actually...
I don't think we actually.
It's gonna be
started.
like-
I had the concept.
It's
but I
gonna
didn't
take
do
a
it.
couple of different times,
Yeah.
over time, do it.
Unless I
How
roll
well
really
you...
well.
Even that'll speed it up a lot.
Yeah.
But
Plus 6. 14.
so you sit to yourself for a little bit while you hear the pounding of metal across from you.
You're just seeing more metal just into little teeny chunks. Every single
He hasn't even
chunk
gotten to the point of putting
metal I
gunpowder
hit.
in these things. They're
Yeah.
just...
Every single one breaks.
I'm really good at making bullets, not filling bullets.
Right.
It's good at destroying.
And you're thinking to yourself, which strain would be best. You're going through like your herbalism kit, looking at different ones that would have the
Find a
right
book.
properties. Yeah. What would fit the right
I'm
properties?
having Star. I'm showing her as I'm going through.
The child into the drug trade.
I am indoctrinating her into a practice. Okay?
Yeah.
She needs to become independent, learn different trades, learn different routes in life. Just like how he already showed her about guns and shit. We're all showing her she is multi-classing indefinitely,
Kind of a point in each class.
but she's multi-classing in backgrounds.
Right.
Because what I'm showing her is a background, not a class.
Might lend herself towards druid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you go through, like, flip through your strains, what sort of effects they have, what
Mhm.
sort of crossbreeding you might need
Yes,
to do
yes.
between different strains to get the effects you're looking for,
Yeah.
what sort of soil you're going to need to grow it in.
Roll for Star to
before-
see how well she interprets this.
Well, does she?
Give her a +2.
Okay, Star looks like she is keeping up.
Nice. Legitimately? Or are you fucking with me?
I rolled an 11.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So-
So Okay.
He's like nodding along
Yeah.
as you're
I
explaining.
am a 6th grade teacher at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. In terms of how well your students receive your information, which is on par with that. Okay, nice, yeah. And yeah.
And let's see. The difficulty of this is just quick homebrews mechanic. It's gonna take
How dare
what did you roll again?
And
you. 14.
14?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna take five tallies to complete the research on this.
Okay,
And you just got 2.
nice.
So this is a relatively easy research task. You rolled moderately well.
PD, you got anything you'd like to do?
No, I just wanted to rest until, we're ready to go, so I can recover my animal
Nice.
transformation.
So
I was trying to think. No, yeah, I actually do have to rest for that.
Yeah, no, it was something.
I was trying to see if I can go to the store and buy anything, but I'm just not really thinking of much.
Yeah.
I'd say it would have taken you less than an hour to fuck up that badly, Sean. So try one more time at the end of the hour
Okay.
to see if you can get some bullets.
Oh, nice. Wait, you currently have like 1, right?
I have 2 bullets at the moment.
Level 3, baby.
Well, it's better than
No
1. It
level
is.
management.
Let me see. So tinkering would use dexterity, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're proficient.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So 9.
Okay. So I will say, and you were trying to make 5 in this instance. I will say, out of those 5 bits of material, you were able to get 2
Okay.
bullets. It's not much I can do with a 9,
Yeah.
but it's better than a 1.
All right. Got a few shots now. A 4.
Yeah.
Let's see. HK goes, exclamation. Damn these shoddy materials.
Damn this shoddy.
God damn it. God damn it, Sean. HK stands up from his seat and goes, PD, could you perhaps lend me a small amount of money? Perhaps 15 gold. I have a small errand I need to run. One. And then,
I gave him 20 gold.
okay, 20.
But you can count this.
Yes.
Do you take the whole 20?
Yes. I take the 20 and I pouch it. Statement. Thank you, PD. You shall see the fruits of this donation in the future. And I exit the broken sword. And I just want to head out to the market. Or maybe not the market. I want to head to the blacksmith.
Okay. You head back to
The man.
Yeah, what's that place called?
Errol's smithy.
Smith?
So I had to Errol's step inside and go, request, Smithy, I need you to make a blade half the width of a short sword and with no handle. Query, how much would this cost?
Half the length of a short sword.
Half the width of a short sword.
Half the width.
Correction.
Apologies.
Want a bayonet?
Something like that.
Okay, I was
Without,
sure I got the concept.
but let me clarify for my own understanding here. No handle.
Affirmation. Correct. No handle on this half sword. And if it's not too much trouble, if you could put 2 holes about 5 inches apart from one another on the part of the sword that would normally go into the handle, it would benefit me greatly.
You can see confusion on Errol's face.
On his face and Mitchell's face.
I get what he's saying mostly because we talked about it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think this would probably run you similar to a normal dagger, but it's going to require or a normal short sword, but it's going to require a little bit of extra work. 15 gold.
Statement. Excellent. Here you are. And I hand him the 15 gold. Okay. Is that GP? Fucking handwriting. Let's see. So I'm down to 5. Okay, so I hand him the 15 gold. And go, query. When can I expect this piece to be finished?
Work like this probably gonna take me a few hours.
Statement. Excellent. I shall return this evening.
I'll have it ready for you then.
Let's see. Statement. Farewell, and I leave.
Alright.
I just head back to the broken sword. And yeah, I'll just spend a few hours waiting in the tavern and yeah, just waiting, conversing with
Anything you guys are doing?
No, like I said, I'm just doing my short rest until these guys are ready to go.
Alright, you guys hang out at the Broken Sword playing cards with Star, Elliot, and Olton while waiting on HK's commission to finish. A couple hours go by. HK, you head back to Errolf's where he, wrapped up in a cloth, hands you the blade that you commissioned.
Alright. I take it, and I just sort of stick it into my pouch. It's like half hanging out. I have the blunt end going down. That way it doesn't rip it. And go, statement. Thank you for your work, Smithy. I shall return for my next commission in due time.
Come back soon.
And I head back to the Broken Sword again.
Yep.
At this point, around what time would you say it is?
At this point, it's about getting towards sunset.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I'll just leave the blade as is, and I'll go ahead and I guess we'll just rest for the night. Cool.
Isn't it like, oh, you said, yeah, yes.
Right.
I want to be, yes.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
Okay.
Alrighty.
It was down.
We rest for the night.
Alright.
Take our long rest.
You guys awake the next morning, or don't awake because none of y'all sleep.
Yep. We sit in
We
complete.
play more cards.
We sit
The
in
whole
complete
night.
solitary silence.
Alton, Elliot, and Star.
Yeah.
I do what I usually do and become a mound of rocks.
Yep.
And just
Right,
wait
you
for
guys-
the
Awake bright and early, ready to make your way towards Earhart.
All right. In the morning, I want to take a little time to try and so just to start the process of getting this built, I want to try and cut out a section of my like forearm, like the top of my forearm that can like open up as a little hatch.
Okay. Go ahead and I guess it'll just be another Tinker's check.
Come on, metal dice, don't be shit. Alright, not as shit as the last one. We're getting slightly better each time. That's gonna be 14.
Okay. So you're able to get the a hatch in your arm the way you were hoping to.
Alright, got a little hinge on there that just opens up. Nice. HK goes, statement. There we are. First step complete. Query: are we all ready to take off for our journey?
Yeah, are you inside?
Yeah, I'm still with you guys.
Well, I'm outside. Like I.
Oh,
usually,
you went outside
yeah,
and turned
yeah,
into rocks.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I usually do.
Oh, rock.
I'm a rock.
We used to ride these babies for miles.
I'm a pioneer.
Yes.
So yeah, I say to Ilazar. Query: are we ready for our
Right.
journey to Erhard?
Should be fun.
Statement. Then let's
As
go
long
get...
as we're not crossing any water.
I'm unsure if there's any water on this journey.
Then yes.
Do we... Query: do we have a map of the surrounding area?
That's an excellent question.
We have a compass.
That points towards the camp.
Yeah.
We have a compass, I'm sure.
Suggestion. Perhaps we should find someone to purchase a map from before we take
Yeah,
off.
let's picture in the jail. It's a regular jail. So let's go there and grab a map.
I wouldn't know where it is, right? Like from
Yeah, would any of us know?
because I've been exploring the areas
would.
around there. I'm not sure if I would have gotten that far.
You probably wouldn't have gone that far.
Mm-hmm.
Ilazar, you would know where it is.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
It is northwest of, no, it is just west-west, not northwest.
Okay, it's west-west.
Double
Of,
east.
of Atwood.
I'm like, oh, it's fine. I know how to get there. Also, would this mean that they're reliant on me to 100% get there, like, accurately?
Seems like it.
Cool, great. I know how to get there, but let's just go to the bailiff just to make sure we have, like, a reference point. So let's go and get a map from the bailiff. Because he's the bailiff, and it makes sense that he would have a map of, like, the surrounding areas.
Affirmation. Agreed. Let us head to the bailiff. And we'll dig off.
Alright, you guys head back to the
The bailiff.
county jail.
Mm-hmm.
Heading back to the bailiff's office. You again. Can I help you?
Statement. We are in need of a map before we set out for Erhard.
Let's see. He starts to he begins to, like, rifle through the papers he's got on his desk, because, as I said, it's gotten quite a bit more disheveled on his desk.
He's very stressed.
Yes.
A little disheveled.
He's having a rough time. My name generator doesn't work anymore.
Who knew?
It's so sad.
Okay. So there's a draft horse and a war horse.
Is the war horse bigger?
The war horse just is faster and has more AC. From what I was looking at. But I wouldn't. I think the war horse is only a war horse if they have like certain armor on.
Hmm.
They would have to have an armor on, so it's not something I could really transform into. Like,
So yeah, after rifling through his papers, he does hand HK a small map. It shows it's centered around Atwood for this one, and it shows several of the surrounding towns, and then a couple of the major cities. So it shows Erhard, and then two other what you can see are major cities, which we will name at a later date.
Gotcha. All right. I pocket the map and a statement. Thank you, bailiff. We shall be on our way shortly.
Of course, you can basically just follow the river to the west. Takes you practically straight to
Statement. Good to know. We will set off shortly.
Godspeed.
Alright, we have...
Have a name.
Request. Might you remind me of this name you have? Did I read it?
Okay, he's saying this even though he never told you guys his name. 'Cause that,
Yeah,
was,
that's what we asked for.
that was an argument. That was an argument he got into with it.
Thank you. You're trying to gas that.
I'm not. It's just he's willing to tell HK and not Elazar.
Nah,
Oh.
I'm not a delinquent.
Marget. Marget.
Marget. Gotcha.
Marget.
G-E-T?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Margaret without the R.
He's an Elden Ring boss.
Yep.
Is it really after Elden?
No.
It's similar to an Elden Ring boss's name. All right, so we go ahead and leave the jail.
Mm-hmm. And is everybody else with us?
Yep. Elliot and Alton
Star,
are
yes.
and Star are following along as you guys are walking around Atwood right now.
Okay. Let's say we get to the front gate, and as soon as we get to the front gate, I transform into the draft horse,
Alrighty.
and I kneel down a little bit to let HK and Alton on.
I swing my leg over and plop my metal ass on on his back.
It's not exactly comfortable, PD.
I'm rocked. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he can't really feel that.
Oh no, it's not comfortable for you
No.
because
Well,
he's.
can I really feel that?
I'm 400 pounds. You're feeling
can
you're
feel-
feeling some pressure.
Yeah, you can feel
Yeah,
weight.
he's a rock.
Yes, but he
Yeah.
can still feel like pressure and touch as a warforged.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can feel your joints straining a little bit at the weight of another warforged on your back.
Mm-hmm.
But you hold on.
I just let out like and then drag my hose as I'm ready.
Oh, Jesus.
Careful, man.
All right. I look as I'm now raised up atop PD. I look down at Star and go. Statement: Star, you shall ride with Ilizar and Alton.
Oh, okay. Right on what?
And then I go to and make a that horse,
Okay.
Draft
You
horse.
do
but it looks cool.
so.
Yeah, it's like Ghost Rider when he transforms his motorcycle into a
Mane flowing in the air.
yeah. And I
Alright.
do the
What's your horse's name?
nope. Who's asking that?
Star.
Does she?
Mhm.
Do in character.
That was a character.
That was not her voice.
Hey, Ilizar, what's this horse like? What kind of horse is it?
God. Star, why don't you name it?
Horsey!
Perfect. Love it. Love the creative mind on this girl. That's the exact reaction HK does.
Can't really talk as a
The
horse though.
servos are malfunctioning.
Propose around.
Wait, druids can learn to talk as animals later on, right? But not now.
I have no
think-
idea.
I think it would say.
If I had to assume, I think that's a flavor thing that most GMs do.
I think it says in the wild shape whether you can talk or not.
Let me
I have no idea.
conquer this.
I've never played or NPC'd a druid ever in my life, so.
While he's looking that up, we'll go ahead and take off to the west.
Alright. So,
In deep space, you
looking
hear
at the
what?
map, it has a little scale on it, so you can see that Earhart is just over 60 miles from Atwood. So you guys have options here. You can travel at a fast, normal, or slow pace.
Look at you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fast pace is 30 miles per day. Normal is 24, and slow is 18. fast pace, you obviously travel faster, but
2 days.
it would take just over 2 days. Because it's just over 60 miles. It's like you can't. It's hard. It's not a like great map.
No.
There's no great cartographers in this town.
The short answer, Mitchell, is no.
Right, we're not going fast.
Yeah, we'll go normal speed.
Yeah.
Let's hear.
Yeah, you get minus.
That's for wild shape, just so you know.
Okay. But you get -5 to perception, both passive and otherwise. If you're doing the fast speed, normal, no bonuses or negatives, and then slow, you can use stealth.
Gotcha.
Right.
I think we should go normal, right? Right, just take our time.
So I'll take you guys
Normal speed.
basically full 3 days then.
As we take off, I go, query, Ilizar, you mentioned before that you seemed worried about encountering water on your way to Earhart. Why is this? Statement. Well, according to the bailiff, will be in order to make it to Earhart, we will need to follow the river.
That's fine, as long as we don't go in the river. Or certain circumstances, but we'll get there when we get there. But we're fine for right now.
Statement. Understood.
So,
You should check how long your smoke thing can last.
his lasts for much longer, but he can only stay a wild shape for an hour at level 3.
Okay.
Actually,
We can play
equal.
with
It
to where
says
it's,
equal or half, or it could be 3 hours.
Equal to half your druid level,
Okay.
rounded down, so 1.
Yeah. Okay.
And you get 2 uses per short rest.
So we may need to just like. Can you make multiple smoke beasts? No. Damn.
Or unless I go full speed for the 4 hours.
Actually, yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
think
guess we
two.
could
You
do that.
can?
It costs another spell slot.
Oh, you could use a spell slot to do
The
this?
first one doesn't. But you have another spell
Oh,
slot to
okay.
do the spell. I just
Okay.
think character usually don't do that. But yeah, I can.
Or I can start off in full speed and take off in front of them.
Is there a duration on the horse? Or on the creatures? Yeah.
Yeah, I had to look up mine.
Because that will likely make it take longer for you guys to get wherever y'all are going.
Right.
What, the duration of my spell?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I-
because you'd have to recast it each time, and
Yeah.
then...
That doesn't take more time. I just recast it.
Right, but then you'd have to, over a certain amount of time, you'd have to take more rests
Hmm.
to have it out constantly, depending on how long it is.
It's first level spell, so I do it 3 times. Oh, actually, no, it's the duration. Duration, just says instant.
Now is a perfect time for you to
Yeah.
hit that subscribe button if you like what you see.
yeah, please.
And like.
Yeah, like the stream to help us out. Helps with the algorithm, gets us out there.
Share with all the other nerds that you know.
And if you haven't already, follow us on Twitter, and you can catch updates on when we're gonna go live.
At Cursed Dice Crew.
Yeah, at Cursed Dice Crew
I think
on
you can
Twitter.
find that all on the YouTube page, on the
Mhm.
Dubes page.
It is in the
It's on
description.
it is on the YouTubes.
Yep.
Does it not say Anthony?
What? Oh, sorry.
How long
I was
it
still. So it doesn't have a duration. It's just until it drops to 0 HP or I dismiss it. So I do it.
Gotcha. Is it concentration?
Mm.
Because then you wouldn't be able to have more.
Would that be under casting time?
It should say like the.
Somewhere.
I'm not sure what it would show on your. It would have like a C on it. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
no. It's an hour. Oh no! So my first one I can do for free, but if I do a second one, I can take an hour to cast.
Mm.
So if I I don't know, we can't talk with you while we're going, but over the first hour, can I make a new one? I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah, but we. Oh yeah,
But in case I
during
wouldn't
that.
know that it's gonna run out for him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like, for being fair.
it wasn't explained beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was looking.
In that case, I guess we could just. I could ride on him for the first hour.
Yeah.
And then we would see that his form runs out, and then Ilazar could come up with the idea of, hey, I could just make another one. Actually, but it would take you an hour to cast it. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you wouldn't realize.
Well, I can transform again as soon as like it runs out because I have another casting.
Oh, you're like
Oh,
one
okay.
each right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we could
Yes.
do 2 hours of travel.
Yeah.
Oh, so you would be able to see it run out once,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that first time, you could begin casting the second horse while we're riding.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time that his second transformation runs out, you would have a new horse up.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then they could ride on that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Majestic of magic horses.
Okay.
All right.
I guess so. Yeah, we just set off into the sunset.
Majestic.
Sunrise, actually.
With our cowboy hats that we got out of nowhere.
I use smoke to make
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so you guys follow along just within eyeshot of the river. The path doesn't travel like right along next to it, but it's parallel with the river, and begin making your way to Earhart.
Okay. Nice. Just enjoying the scenery.
Around.
I'm familiar with the route that we're taking because I've been through a little bit of this. Not too much of it, but
Yeah, you've explored around.
Every person that we pass, I stop and I sell my wares.
Okay. Make a. What would this be?
whatever it is. Like
Persuasion?
that.
You're trying to persuade people to buy it?
Yeah, that's fair. So 0. So 12.
12. Okay. You guys pass on your way through the first. We'll make this over the first hour before his transformation runs out. Across the first hour, you run into probably about a dozen people,
Jeez.
and
We are just outside of a trade town.
Yeah. That's fair.
it was over a whole hour.
Yeah.
And throughout that hour, you're able to convince. Actually, first, how much do you charge people?
I don't know, man. We didn't go into that.
Yeah, they're your
Now you're
wares.
bargaining. You got
I don't know. What's I don't know. Is there a table or something that I can like? What would you normally spend for food?
A meal per day. Squalid meal is 3 copper. Poor meal is 6 copper. Modest is 3 silver.
Okay, so 3 copper. What would you equate a normal meal a day in America?
Like
$10, $15.
I would say this would in this like time period, this would be almost more of a like version on a luxury good because it is a narcotic.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd probably say
No, I'm just equating the meal, and I'll go off that for my prices.
I'd say it's probably comfortable meal.
Okay.
So probably like 5 silver.
8 silver and shit.
It's what is it 10?
I don't know for what.
the conversion from
Yeah, I
silver
think
to
so.
gold.
I don't know. What did you just say? 7?
Yeah, 10 silver pieces is 1 gold. 5.
You just said 5 silver.
5 silver for a comfortable meal.
Yeah, I'll charge for every couple. It's a gold. I'll do silver.
Okay, so we'll say that you charge a gold.
Yeah.
So because of that, there's not a. Oh, actually, this is interesting.
Or can we just do it
this-
where like I do charge 5 silver, but collectively after the end I get X amount of gold? Because I don't
Yes,
want to do the
we
math
can-
for silver.
Sure, we can do that.
Okay.
1 gold piece is apparently in this converter that I have right here is $13 US.
Wow.
Okay.
There's a
Shit. Hold on. Let me. Gotta put some different perspective on it, because
Yeah.
$10 a gram. Fuck it, that's fine. Fuck it. My shit's primo. The extra $3. is what they get in the presentation, customer service.
It's one of a kind.
Exactly. They're not going to get some wacky tobacco anywhere else. They're
So
not going to get this touch
those-
name pending strand. And
Yeah, if this was
the other
Tobacco
12
ain't wacky.
people, of those 12 people, you're able to convince 4
okay.
to purchase from
Hell
you.
yeah.
So you get 2 gold.
That's plenty. Hell yeah. Good shit. Good shit.
Rolling it.
Rolling in it.
The dough.
That's better than I did when I entered this town.
Yeah.
I did better in an hour than I did in this entire 2 days.
I don't care how good of a showman my drug dealer is. I am not paying $13 for whatever they're selling me. I was one of the 6 people that said no.
Wait, you'll pay $10?
Oh yeah, or less. Probably
$10
less now.
is the average
Probably less now.
after COVID.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you put fentanyl on that.
That's fair.
So
Let me get like COVID prices out here.
do you
That's like
lace your
$20
stuff?
a gram. What?
Do you lace your stuff? Do you
No,
make
this is
those
not.
brothers?
It's not a drug. It's an herb. It's an experience.
And you can still lace herbs.
Sugar
I
is a
don't.
drug.
That's all I was
Because
asking.
it's not a drug.
Why would you tie shoelaces around your herbs?
Oh, sweet.
So after those 12 people,
Your transformation runs out.
oh, it's been an hour?
This is
Okay.
over the first hour.
Do they take damage as they fall off me?
No.
Draft force would be like 5 feet off the ground. I'm still in like the horse riding stance, but I start just falling as he poofs back into his normal self, and I just sort of like land on my 2 squatted feet and then stand up.
Somehow,
Elliot falls. That's canon.
as I'm like coming back.
Elliot sticks the landing.
You have his mod.
I don't need it. I rolled 15 for that.
I was gonna say Elliot just stays on my shoulders and lands on my neck as I'm like
Yeah, sure.
trying to come like.
Statement. It seems your horse form has run out. How far will we be able to travel on just one more of your transformations? I don't think we'd be making the quite optimal. We wouldn't be making good time. Ilizar, would you be able to make another one of those smoke horses that you were riding?
In an hour.
Perfect. You can begin casting your spell now, and by the time his form runs out, we shall have another horse.
You say you can be in, like, before you even finish the full sentence, if you can start casting your spell again, I just go,
Does Ilizar inhale for the full hour?
yeah, actually, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got Morel lungs.
As
Oh my god.
yeah, as I see him do this, I'm really reluctant
Actually, yeah.
to.
Because we already established I have his pipe.
Yeah.
His big ass pipe.
Yeah, I'm really reluctant to shape back, but I shape back into the horse and let them get back on.
Yeah. We ride again.
So you guys keep heading down the path or down the road. As you guys do so, as you get further away from Atwood, the forest kind of closes in around the road more, and you do lose sight of the river. You can still like hear it faintly. You can hear the water rushing alongside. At this point, from when you lose sight of it, it's about 100 yards away, 50 yards away. 100 yards, pretty far. Yeah. And the forest begins to grow denser around you guys. The trees begin to grow closer together. And another hour goes by. And PD's transformation ends once more. Right as Ilizar finishes his long pull. Long toke. And exhales.
Into a giant fucking horse that is majestic as shit.
Statement. Excellent. My new steed
What's the name of this?
has arrived.
Not familiar.
Uh-huh.
One.
I hop on a new smoke horse.
Yeah, well, one thing I didn't really think of is where am I gonna go?
Query: would this smoke horse be able to carry the two of
Exact same
us?
stats of whatever David's horse was.
Yeah, 2 Warforged might be.
What type of horse did you? Sorry for the
Draft
horse.
Draft horse, yeah.
Was it the hegemon?
18 plus 4.
That's up to you. I don't know.
How much do you weigh, David?
Dude, I'm 6'7".
What if we split people?
How much do you weigh?
HK and
Never
me,
came up with a way.
and then actually I know HK and me, and then PD and Alton and Star, which are one person, and then Elliot can walk.
That would still slow you guys down.
Why?
Because you guys have travel at the same speed as the walking person.
So sweet.
Unless you want to leave
Leave
Elliot
him
behind.
That was my suggestion.
Statement.
He's a nature guy.
Leaving one of our party behind is not a good idea.
I don't want Billy not be here to fuck us over.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Perhaps we
So
will.
I will say this is one of the spells that does cost gold worth of items, so I will require for this spell, if you're casting it outside of your free uses, for you to expend that much gold.
That's fine. I don't care about technical. You described to me how my 10 gold is in the spell.
You use 10 gold worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs. to
So I'm
cast
well
it.
aware. I'm saying you described to me in character in the game how that works.
Well, I would say at this point you would have had to. Actually, I would say you probably wouldn't even be able to do it if you didn't spend the money to get the. For the sake of convenience, we're just gonna have you subtract the 10 gold because, like I said, I don't want to have you guys buy materials every single time you want to do things. So just subtract the 10 gold.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I'm just saying like a visual descriptor. Like how does the 10 gold work into the stuff?
I'll say you use the charcoal, incense, and herbs. It's not like the gold just disappears.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so another horse appears, and you guys clamber back on.
Suggestion. Perhaps perhaps Elliot could ride aboard your horse. Maybe there's room for just one more on there.
Use there.
There are 3 on there right now, so maybe they'd be a little snug, but
It's 3, and one of them is.
it's essentially 3 people, you know? 2 little
Yeah,
people
because
and then
sorry.
2
We're in the
people,
middle
yeah.
of a forest, you said, right?
Yes.
I would like to use speak with animals. And I would like to yell out for a bear to come.
So, okay. You yell this out.
So
Go ahead and let's just roll persuasion.
As he begins, like, his loud growls, HK goes, Query, what is it you're doing, PD?
Oh, it does say you can't have more than one familiar at a time.
Oh, damn.
Okay, then.
It seemed a little too strong to be able to do that.
You roll again. Because I have disadvantage on persuasion. And that is. Okay, so. 14.
So you yell this out and wait a moment. You appear to have not gotten any.
Nothing, great.
Damn. No bears around.
No bears. I replied to HK, trying to find another.
Suggestion. Perhaps for the time being we venture forth on foot, and if we come across any animals we could use to ride, then you can call them over and commune with them.
yeah, no, I'll just keep walking.
I guess we trudge on by foot here.
Yep. Hoofing it. Without
Hoof it.
hooves, though.
Not literally anymore. All right, so you guys continue along the path. As you guys get further and further away from Atwood, the flow of people passing by you, heading the other way, slowly goes from passing multiple people every hour or so to where you're only encountering one or two travelers every few hours. After about 4 or 5 hours go by, you guys do hear the rumble of what it sounds like wheels across pavement or cobblestone, rather. As you do see a carriage pulled by 2 horses heading the other way towards you guys.
I sort of step to the side off of the trail to make room for it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
right.
going.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So
Can I roll to see what the carriage has?
yeah, roll perception.
See if
I
like
would
there's
also like to do
anything
that.
distinctive.
Yeah. Roll this.
Roll what? Just roll
Perception.
11.
16.
So both of you guys are able to see that this carriage is being pulled by 2 horses. They don't appear to be a particularly fine breed. They're just workable horses. There is a coach driver on the front with the reins in the hands, and it's one of those classic ones you can see the windows on the side of the coach that are draped with curtains, so you can't see it through the glass.
Right.
There's the coach driver just reins in hand as you guys as it drives past you guys.
Okay.
And it doesn't seem like they were merchants or anything.
You don't see any goods. There's nothing. There's no packages on it. It's just it appears to be a passenger carriage.
Okay. Yeah. Just keep on going by if it's a train and shit.
Yep, we'll keep going.
Another 4 or 5 hours pass before the sun begins to set. As at this point you haven't crossed paths with anybody else, and as the sun begins to set, do you guys like to make camp, or are we traveling through the night?
So I have a question. Since we were traveling through horse for, let's say, those 2 hours, did we go further than normal by foot?
So yeah, the distances I have on here, I'm just counting as by horseback. So you guys are going to be moving a little bit slower now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be taking you guys closer to the 4 days rather than 3 that was by horseback.
So far, how far total have we got now?
You guys have gotten about 15 miles
Out of
about
60.
18 miles out of about 65.
Okay.
And how many hours?
That was
About 8.
it was about 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's keep going, boys.
Affirmation. I agree. We
Mm-hmm.
don't have any need for sleep, so we might as well keep going.
I put Star on my shoulder because she can't keep walking because
She can rest on the animal that I have.
the horse.
Oh, the first
Yeah.
one's still going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
What about Alton and?
The people that aren't here can sleep on the horse.
All right. So you guys continue this time.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps a random.
Is that what it is?
You don't even know what it is yet.
Well, I was just asking because through the 8 hours we didn't roll for one, so I was just making
I
sure.
did roll for one actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just make sure.
That was the carriage. In
Yeah.
fact.
Making sure.
As you guys continue down the road, you can hear the sound of wildlife around you, just the normal low murmur of crickets and the occasional bird or owl that you can hear. As you guys travel, everybody go ahead and roll perception for me.
Alright.
For like the
let's,
forest?
let's bring these back.
Just roll
Let's see what
In the forest?
Yeah, you guys.
Oh.
perception.
9.
15.
14.
15,
So the
14.
two of y'all, both Elazar and HK, both notice that whereas you guys were just a moment ago hearing the sounds of wildlife around you guys, it has gotten very quiet around you. Looking around, the forest itself around you, nothing stands out to you. Nothing appears to have changed into the forest itself.
Yeah, we keep going.
As we're moving along, HK goes, hushed query. Does the forest seem overly quiet to either of you?
No.
Can I roll for my smell perception?
Yeah, go ahead.
See if anything has gone off. I forgot what I put that under. 'Cause I only rolled a 10.
Yeah, it would just be
it was
normal perception, but you
Oh, yeah.
think that one you got advantage on.
13, 15.
Was
So I
that
rolled again. Yeah.
Yeah.
take the highest number?
That's
Hey!
not 20.
Not 20,
Gotcha.
baby.
So as HK, as HK whispers this out, Petey, you stop for a moment and inhale, and you have nostrils.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
My mouth.
smell it's something caustic in nature, and as you smell this, it almost smells like poisonous, and this alerts you as you hear a rustle of either side of the road, and at this moment you see two dog-sized spiders
Oh wow.
leap out from the forest and attack you guys.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, roll initiative.
Oh, baby. Grab yo minis, boys.
Do you have the marker, Sean?
Oh, I don't. Let me go grab it. My initiative is
6.
9.
7. Sean E. David.
Wasted the nat 20.
Hopefully it's not too shitty. Just try to hold it like straight up and down.
Ooh.
Here, I got you on hands.
The X's are just trees.
Okay, okay. And this in the middle is the path?
Yep.
Okay. Let's say I'm like here. What are your guys' minions?
I'll take the dragon.
Gotcha.
You'll be on the path somewhere.
Where you want to be, Elzar?
Ahead.
Righty.
Okay, so they're going to leap out from the forest around you guys. And up first
Spooderman.
is going to be one of the spiders. It's going to be the one on my left. So it is going to jump out at HK. And with pincers bared, is going to leap towards you and try to take a bite out of you. As a 7, the spider leaps up, and you manage to deftly step to the side as it and avoid the bite. After that spider is going to be the other spider on the right.
Alright, alright.
The excess trees.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who is going to?
Oh, who that?
Oh, it's Kayla.
Who is going to go? Is that PD?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, that is me.
All right. The spider is going to open its maw, and you can see the like dribble of green caustic poison off of its mandibles, and it's going to spit at you.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Does a dirty 20 hit?
Yep.
All right.
Remember, David,
You
you
know
have...
it is.
David, remember you have advantage on saving throws
For sure.
against poison. Because we're Warforged.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
We can't be
We have
poisoned.
advantage on saving throws against
It
poison.
can be.
Yeah.
So
We're
you're
immune
going
to
to
disease.
Ooh,
take
my poison bites you with COVID.
3 poison damage, and I will need you to make a Constitution save.
Little quick advantage.
Butter.
Do you want this seed?
No, you can take it. That's my body.
Poison, Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I thought you were rolling that.
No. You're the one taking the poison. It's 18, and then you have advantage, so roll again. Hey, your 18 is better.
Yeah. 18,
Constitution.
22.
Ito.
22. So you can feel the venom from a spider seeping into the like joints of your rocky form, but it isn't able to sink far enough in to really have an effect on your inner workings.
Mm-hmm.
So you shake off the effect.
I shake off the spider.
Yeah.
Check it out.
And after that, we have HK.
All right. Let's see. So in in D&D, if I'm within
It's been a minute.
5 feet of an enemy, I have
Disadvantage
on ranged attacks. Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna let's see.
Depends on which attack, but yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna back up 15 feet.
Alright, so as you move out away from the spider, it is going to try to bite at your ankles. I'm assuming that another 7 also doesn't hit you.
It does not.
So you kick out, lash out with your foot, and kick away the spider as it lunges towards you, managing to avoid it once again as you create distance between you and the spider.
And then I'll pull out my pistol now that I've made a little
Don't do
distance, and I'm gonna shoot it. And I'm gonna be using.
Yeah.
I'll use the basic orb, not the craft one yet.
Nobody's ever gonna get him using the cracked one.
Actually, you know what? Use the little things. I do want to use the craft one. Yeah. Okay.
You did it. That's all you gotta
Craft
use
orb.
it.
I want to figure out what it does, especially now since I know this was given to me by
You're
my
like,
master.
hey, did he see the cracked orb in the flashback? Just the
Oh, so
regular.
The
there was
gun
a-
was given to him by his master, but it wasn't cracked. The crystal in it wasn't cracked.
Okay, interesting.
But you have 2 orbs.
Yeah, I have a basic, just
Did he see?
regular one.
Did he see 2 normal orbs or 1?
I only saw one.
Okay. Correct.
I don't remember. All right, so I'm gonna fire with my pistol.
And on me.
Okay, that's gonna be 21.
21 does hit.
Very nice.
You get
Okay,
it
so
up.
that's gonna be 2d8. 6, and then I would add I still add my dex to damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 6. 10 damage.
10 damage. So as you pull out your crystal lock pistol and insert the cracked crystal into it and fire, as it impacts one of the legs of the spider, it bursts into a bright green energy, and the energy kind of bursts to a cloud around it and then slowly is absorbed into the spider, and it almost appears like the spider is healthier.
No! God damn it.
Fuck you.
I didn't know that's what
This
it
is
did.
just Malden all over again.
It is.
That's what Mitchell wanted.
Yep.
I was hoping it would be a damaged enemy when he did it. When he would heal a damaged
Yeah,
Yeah, at
enemy.
least this one isn't hurt yet. Damn it. Good to know. Good to know.
The cracked one heals.
Yes.
Looks
For
like
sure, or the roll you got?
No, it heals.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Now that you've used it, I'll say that's the effect. Is it heals for the damage.
HK goes.
Let me test it again.
Expletive. Damn. This is not the type of crystal I would like this to be.
Sorry, else. What type? How do you know?
It's not
You
killing
need to do
it.
something 3 times in order for it to be a conclusive test.
Statement. I do not follow the scientific methods in my killing.
Just murder.
Let me know for the record that
Um,
killing scientific method is different from scientific method.
Yeah. Oh, let me mark. Or no, I don't have to mark that off. Oh yeah, my charges.
So that the cracked crystal, I believe I had. It has 4 charges, I believe. So I made it. And because it's cracked, when it would regain charges each day, you roll 1d4 minus 1.
Okay. Would I know how many basic crystal charges I have?
That's gonna be 6.
Okay. Okay.
And you'll roll 1d6.
Gotcha. Okay, that is my turn.
Alright, after HK, we have Ilizar.
So I'm right there, the Dragonborn one. I'm leading the horse with Elliot and Alton and Starman. And I... Excuse me, sorry. PD, this is you,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I continue walking with the horse. And I go, oh, it's just nature, being nature. If we just leave him alone, we'll be fine.
Okay.
Observation. They seem to be more aggressive than you're letting on.
So do you end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. ED, it's your turn.
Okay. I use enhance ability
Okay.
on myself, and I use Bear's Endurance, which gives me advantage on my Constitution checks and 2d6 on temporary hit points for 1 hour.
Go ahead and roll a
Damn.
2d6 to see how much temp HP you get.
It gives him,
Advantage on Constitution. So,
which
helpful.
Is that
Far-
for a poison?
he's already got advantage.
Oh,
He-
yeah, he already has advantage, so it wouldn't stack.
No, I wouldn't. I don't have advantage on
Uh,
Constitution.
Yeah, not normal Constitution save those, but against poison he does for being Warforged. Yeah.
A 5.
So yeah, 5
5 times
temporary
HP.
HP.
That's gold with level 3.
And I just move 10 feet. And I'm facing
As you move away from the spider that had previously attacked you, it is going to try to take a bite out of your ankle.
Oh shit, he got you.
Is that the nat
That's the
20?
nat
Yep.
20.
What's the nat 1 again?
Hooray!
Hooray.
The mocking hooray.
Right.
And you are going to take 16 poison damage.
Oh, baby.
And I'll need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, that's half his will!
It's a d6. I rolled a 6.
Yep.
Plus 2.
So, not 20,
wow.
baby.
So,
Random encounter!
That's the same
Chill!
No, 1 was a 6. This is
Oh.
a 9. 14.
14. So as the spider bites away at you as you attempt to create distance between you and it, the poison, you once again start to feel it seeping into the joints of your carapace, but it seems to get a little bit deeper than it
You
did
said
last
16.
damage. Yeah, it seems to get a little bit deeper, but you are still able to kind of just barely shrug it off. And does that end your turn, Petey? Or is there anything else?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we are back at the top of the order,
Which is a spider.
which is a spider.
Does Star have a roll?
No. Do you guys want Star? to
I'm
have a
only
roll in
asking if
combat?
initially she has a roll,
Yeah.
or if we can request or non-request that.
You can request or non-request
Okay,
it. She
I
does
don't-
not
I don't
as
request
of
it.
right
I
now.
don't- now I'm only asking
She is a
for,
non-combat.
for our sakes.
Spider is going to move there. Actually, it's going to move to right there.
Okay.
And it is going to face towards you, HK. And it is going to... You see the glowing green as it spits poison at you.
Gotcha.
That's a 6.
All
That
right.
one. So that one does not hit you.
Dodge the spit again.
Alright. And the other spider is going to go. This one is going to continue its path to HK or to PD. As this one lunges at PD. Mandibles drawn. Does a 15 hit. Oh, okay. So you manage to kind of like bites onto you, but its mandibles aren't able to bite deep enough through the rock of your skin to actually draw oil.
They just chip at you a little.
Yeah, they just chip a little bit. And that is going to be the spider's turn. HK.
All right. I'm going to take a shot at this one that just spit at me. But I'm going to switch out from the cracked orb to the basic orb before I do that.
Gotcha.
And let me see something. Let's see it now. Alright. Just gonna take a shot with the pistol. Alright, that is a dirty 20.
Gotcha. That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, baby. 14.
To the one that attacked you.
Yeah, this guy.
Alrighty, so you get this one. It's looking directly at you with hate in its all 8 eyes, and you manage to drill it right between one of the center eyes, and you can just pops into a ooze of green blood.
Statement. That is more like it.
14 damage, you said?
Yeah.
And you can literally see the bullet exit out the other half of it as it bursts more green blood out of the back as it bisects, but
Pierces through.
Pierces through. All right. Sorry. Anything else you want to do?
Is this one? This one's dead?
It's still kicking.
Oh man. Yeah, I think that's all I can do. Yeah. Nothing much.
All right. Ilizar.
They're both still kicking, but that one's fucked out.
Yeah, this
Yes,
one's
it
pretty fun.
is having a bad night for sure.
I yell out to PD. I yell out, do what HK did. No.
Oh, I can't shoot.
No, you're right. Where did you shoot it?
Right in the face.
I say, just pet it in the face, and that'll de-hostilize it. There's a term for that, but de-hostilize.
Pacify?
That'll pacify it. And I do that to give him the help action. And I am my turn.
All right.
As I
ED.
hold the...
It is your turn.
Yeah, okay. I don't think that's gonna work It's spiders that have been attacking us, but
Let's say he give you the help action, so he'll get the advantage on your next attack.
advantage
To
on
be
it.
to be fair, I was giving him help. The help action after within 5 feet of him to give advantage on the next attack. Help action gives you advantage on next ability check,
which it's
which counts
pretty
towards save.
useless because my
So
persuasion
at the end
is
of it, he
0
was like webs,
and
and he
a
had like hit
disadvantage.
protection. That's what I was going for.
So
But if you want to give him an advantage on the attack check, you know. But to be fair, it wasn't an attack. It says I have to be within 5 feet.
Mash him up.
yeah. I hear that he wants me to talk to him, but they're not gonna really listen to anything, especially since they ambushed us. I use spike growth.
Ooh. What'd I do?
So right below my feet, I put a 20-foot radius of barks and spikes that come up, and
That's gonna hit HK.
when a creature,
I'm just outside of the
Oh,
room.
nice.
that's why I was waiting for you guys to move.
Yep.
When a creature moves in or within that area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage every 5 feet it travels.
Did it do anything on the start of its turn or no?
Just at any time they move.
Gotcha.
And they can't really see what's on the ground because it's camouflaged to the ground. Any creature that can't see the area at the time, those kinds can make a wisdom or to see if they can see it. But yeah, the whole ground is covered in barks and spikes.
Gotcha. I don't think these spiders are quite smart enough to
Pick up on.
pick up on the fact that that might hurt. So, all right, is that your turn?
When it says a creature, that includes me, right?
Yes.
That would include me.
And you cast it under your feet, right?
Well, it has to be under my feet.
Yeah.
Oh, on a point within range, I could have moved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, I stay right where I am.
All right. At the end of your turn, we are back at the top of the order. This spider is going to attempt to limp after HK. So he will take that 2d4. So go ahead and roll that. As it scuttles with all 8 legs directly at HK. 6 damage.
6.
As it scuttles straight towards HK, it gets impaled one by one by these spikes, and finally it is right before it gets to HK, it slows as it runs almost headlong into a spike it couldn't quite see, and it impales itself on the spike
I was about to say
and
it.
slides down at the feet of HK.
Nice.
Damn. Damn.
Dead as a fucking doornail.
I lift up my foot and squish its head.
It
Gotta make sure.
satisfying squelch.
Nice.
Okay.
And after that is
At least
going
it
to
worked.
be the other spider, who is right next to PD, so he is just going to try to take another chip out of the old block.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 21 to hit. That is 3 poison damage. And another constitution saving throw.
Advantage.
That's a 19. That is a 2, so.
Definitely taking the 19, which is
Yeah.
a success, so you are not poisoned. And that will be its turn. So HK back at the top of the order.
Alright, now I'm gonna fire at the one in front of PD. Not as good.
That one's dead.
13.
13 to hit does actually hit.
Nice. Alright.
Hope so. Please.
They're also unarmored spiders.
They're just random forest spiders.
You know what I fucking love was Spider Riders. That was my novel. That was my graphic novel. That was my anime. It was dope.
Damn, it was good.
That was one of the OG like graphic novels. Anime.
Yeah. Good one.
This is
I love the
9
graphic.
9 damage.
9 damage. So this one, you shooting it from behind. Try to make sure that you don't miss and hit PD behind. It just grazes across one of the legs, and one of the back legs gets shot off of the spider.
Nice.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Right, Kilazar.
I don't know if it's in Player's Handbook or not, but like confirm for me non-lethal damage for everyone's review.
Everybody's what?
Non-lethal damage.
Or
So I know like how it works. My only question is, can I do it for a spell? Like I know you can do it for an attack. Can I do it for a spell
So
attack?
actually, the 5e rule for non-lethal is it actually has to be it has to be a melee attack.
Or is
They
it
choose to knock them out instead of kill them. Page 198.
I'm not like gotten you. I just wanna. Knocking a creature out. Okay. I'd see you can do it. Or no. It's go guys, just leave it alone. Just just zigzag and come back this way. And I give PD the help action.
Okay.
Alright, PD, it's your turn.
yeah, I'm literally not even listening to what he's saying because they're actually attacking us. So, I just hit him with my quarterstaff.
Hold it.
That is 8 damage.
Roll to hit first.
Oh, my bad.
Ooh.
19.
What indeed hits? Let's go ahead and take that 8 damage as you bash it across the top of the head, and you can see a small divot form on the top of its head, and you can see it kind of like stumble a little bit, but it does manage to stay standing on its now 7 legs.
Damn.
Okay.
Alright, it is now that spider's turn. This spider chooses life. And realizes he's bitten off more than he can chew, and it's going to...
Do I get attack of opportunity? And he does they to these. Well, how much? They
Oh,
can
yeah,
move?
he moved. That's
5,
right.
10.
Yep.
Let's see if he dies before you take your
Oh,
attack
he's
off
going
TV.
to die.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's fine.
Is it 2d6 first? Is it 2d6 per square?
2d4 per square. But yeah.
Ooh. How many squares? He's with a full movement. How many squares is that?
Well, it would be only 4 of those squares would be
10.
through it. 10 damage. So yeah, he only makes it 10 feet from you before the like spikes and thorns, like it's running so fast trying to get away, it's not even paying attention to the
To the floor.
yeah, the floor and the like
Pain.
incisions it is taking as like it's terrified. So one leg gets ripped off by a spike, another leg gets ripped off by a spike before it collapses into several more spikes and gets impaled by the spikes upon the floor.
Nice. We have successfully beat
Let's go.
a raccoon.
See, guys, he was more scared of us than we were of it.
No, not. Well, it attacked us.
That's what creatures do in the wild, as they're confronted with new obstacles and predators in their environment. And I think we just had to leave them alone. It would have been fine. But I don't knock you for attacking them. You know, that's fair.
Statement. They were right to be afraid.
Exactly.
in my brain, as I can think faster than I can talk. I know my vast knowledge. Yeah, I know my vast knowledge of like the forest, and these spiders were not friendly. But I just ignore what he's saying and like keep going forward.
Okay, let's go.
You guys continue down the path.
Making
It's the end of day 1 that happened on.
Yes.
Hoodoo. On the second day, you guys have a nice, peaceful day as the forest around you thins out a little bit. You can see more of the plains and more of the wildflowers along the path. The river has gotten a little bit closer to the path, so it's louder, the burble of the stream. Several off-shooting streams of it. One of them crosses perpendicular to the road, and there's a small bridge that goes across it. And it's just a nice, peaceful second day of travel. Anything you guys are wanting to discuss while you guys are on the road?
Are we taking a long rest as we're doing it?
I mean, you guys haven't had it specified. Like,
No, I'm asking if that's how travel. We don't use travel much in other games.
you would like make camp and take a
Oh, okay. Can we short rest while we're doing it?
I don't think so, because I think like
Yeah, you have to like
you're
stop.
traveling, so you'd have to like
Yeah,
get
yeah,
out of the
yeah.
rest.
Yeah.
Because we don't get tired from lack of sleep, but we still have to.
Oh, we
like,
don't?
at least
I haven't
us-
read much into it.
More
Can
fortunate.
we suffer from ranks of exhaustion by not sleeping? Because you're robots and I'm dead,
I don't-
practically.
I don't think Warforged can, because it just says we don't need to sleep
Oh, okay, so if
or eat.
I guess I'm thinking of it wrong. If I'm thinking of elves, like half elf, who have their
For
trance.
meditation.
Yes, that's different than what we have.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, fuck it, we keep going.
Yeah.
We'll just
Yeah.
We'll say
walking.
that the others are sleeping on the spectrum.
Yeah. And I guess we can do stuff like as we're going, right? As we're going, I pick up more herbs. You know, just general, nothing specific.
Make an herbalism check. See if you find anything neat, rare.
No, because 9.
You find some herbs, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Stuff I've already like picked from the area, type shit. Like,
Common rarity.
yeah.
It's a legendary herb.
Yeah, that's reminds me of SAO, where it's
And
like,
Frank.
we find S rank shit.
Yeah.
My charges for my pistol, they come back during a rest, right?
I say will come back at dawn, at each dawn.
Do you have charges for your pistol?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this doesn't shoot bullets.
And you said we're taking a short rest, right?
You guys are not resting at all
Mm,
right
no.
now, because that would require you guys to stop.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can go ahead and roll for both of your pistols. It's the next day.
All right. And then it was a D6 and a D4.
Yeah, D6 for your normal crystal and a D4 minus 1 for the healing crystal.
I rolled a 5 for the basic and a 4 for the craft.
So you're back up to max for both.
Gotcha. 6 and 4.
Alright, so
Yeah, I guess that's fair, because it says a short rest is a period of downtime of 1 hour. In character, there's nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds. And I would argue, like,
walking
walking and like
strenuous.
running is more strenuous than eating.
Yeah.
For sure.
Maybe if you're just like walking around the inn,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be fine with that. But, like you're walking with purpose.
Right.
All right. So we trudge on
Yeah.
through the night and into the morning.
You guys have a very nice, peaceful second day. Continuing along.
Can I say at the beginning of the third day, can we take a short rest? Because I do need to recover spell slots and my wild shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just take
Short
it in the
rest
morning.
would not require get you back spell slots.
No,
Depending
for me, it
depending
does.
on stuff.
Natural recovery, it lets
yeah.
me.
Yeah, depending on race, depending on class, depending on background.
For a D100 on the one that has like multiple numbers on it,
I have no idea if anyone.
0, and another number that's not a 0. I rolled an 8, right?
So that's
I
80.
think
No, it would be if I rolled.
So yeah, it would just be 8.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
need a
because
0,
an
0,
80
and
would
then a
have
0.
to be an 80, or like
Would
an
have to
86 would have to be like an 80 on the 100, and then like
And
yeah,
then 6.
yeah. So if it's a 0, 0 on that, and it's not a 10 on the D10,
Yeah.
So it's
then
just
it's not
an
100. So it's whatever the X number is.
It's just 8.
So an 8.
Okay. So, once again, third day of travel now. Nothing eventful occurs. Sad.
We could probably spend an hour during that full time of the short rest, right?
Yeah.
Because it is a full day, right? Yeah, we'll take an hour.
Okay. And I would say because you guys are traveling through the night,
Yeah.
you guys are getting further than you would otherwise. So as the sun begins to set ahead of you guys, the forest opens up further around you, and you actually exit outside of the forest as you enter into a long plains ahead of you that dips down into a valley that you can see several miles ahead. A much larger bastion of civilization that was with towering buildings surrounded by a absolute massive wall. Like you're fairly well traveled and well learned, Ilazar. You have never quite seen anything quite this well fortified. This looks like a military city for sure. Hence why it is named after the god of war. And as the sun sets behind the city, the
Lusu's
the name of the other. So this is Erhard.
Sorry.
Right. The sunbeams kind of reflect off of the spires of the city, shadows being cast, stretching out for miles towards you guys with these towering spires. And you guys now see Erhard before you. And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode of Divine Beginning.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. Thank you, those of y'all who are watching this VOD live in the future. We really appreciate all of you guys. If you guys enjoyed the stream, if you're enjoying the video, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the Cursed Dice crew.
Yes, share it with your friends and nerds.
Share it with all of our fellow nerds. And we will see you all next time on the next episode of Divine Beginnings. Adios!
Goodbye.